Welcome to this video, which is all about the temple, which is a classroom for wisdom teachers, wisdom keepers, wisdom speakers. It's a place that I have opened up, which many of you are already connected with. A free space, a temple is open, and we all commune together to kind of like really connect as a group. Our energies and frequencies, and I'm not going to say I don't teach you anything. You remember, but I will bring subject matters forward and frequencies and energies through meditations and teachings that will really ignite the memory of what you've got lying dormant, right? So I've been a bit quiet because it's been very busy because I'm actually currently in London right now. So of course we've been jumping from one pillar to post, and we're in the middle of Lionsgate portal, and I'm about to go into the Tablets of Light Avalon, which is a Lionsgate portal group, which is going to be next level. So I'm going to have a lot to report on and a lot to share in the next temple, which is going to be at the end of August, right? But I just wanted to do a video because I wanted to just speak about the energies that are coming in and why. So Thursday, it's a little bit late notice, but I'm sure you can still make it. Thursday, which is going to be 5 p.m. UK time, all right? Because I'm now in the UK, so it's going to be 5 p.m. UK time. And this is when we're going to be meeting. It's about an hour and a half, and we're really going to go into a very sacred container this month. Because I was thinking about we could do something with Lionsgate and everything like that. But the thing is, the energy is so flipping high right now that so many of us are actually going through quite a torrid time. And there's a lot of chaos. But we've been training for this for lifetimes. And of course, while we've been here on YouTube hanging out together, we've been training for it because we've had Hathor and Sekhmet and all of the gods and goddesses really showing us and helping us remember what it is to hold the center as the chaos ensues around us. Now, where we are at, which is why it's such a powerful point of transition, because that's exactly what's going on here. This Lion's Gate is so specific in its change, right? Meaning from last year to this year, it's the year, okay? This is the gateway and the doorway that you've been seeking for lifetimes, right? Every time we go, oh God, this is another timeline drop. This is the timeline, right? In fact, it's already underway. We're just kind of like picking up the last bits and pieces out of our house and moving, right? But it's come with a massive bunch of chaos. Why? Because this energy is being felt by all over the world, right? And this specific timeline, this portal is all about taking the masks off and everything like that. So not only have we got like world chaos going on, we got people in our very close vicinity all of a sudden revealing themselves, and some of it might not be that nice. Some people are tweaking out, and it's like that I like hot, what I call hot potato. It's hot, you have it. And you're like, oh my God, no. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit like that. So I have been guided that this temple gathering on Thursday needs to be a very soothing, kind of like climbing into the cauldron and really feeling the healing energies of the mothers, the soothing. I just get soothing, balm, cleansing, just like, kind of like calming the fires within us and really like transcending any more fear that we've got, turning it into courage and just coming through a very powerful holding space, actually. Allow ourselves to move through that in temple on Thursday, and just for us just to be held a little bit, Of course, I'm going to be sharing, as I'm going to be doing some pre-recorded videos while I'm in Avalon, but then when I get out on the 15th, I'm going to be really ramping it up, because it is going to be one of the most challenging times that you've ever faced thus far. But the darkest night is before dawn, and there's a good reason why this is all ramping up and it's basically hitting so hard, right? So I'm gonna actually share with you in my spoken word a written channel I've just posted earlier today. And it is really important that we kind of go through the layers, because it's all from Sekhmet. She's brought this channel through, and it speaks a lot of truth, and it explains exactly where we're going. So I'm going to read this channel, and I'm going to break it down so you can actually get like a double channel, if you like. So go off and read it on the post section, but then come back and then listen to this video. Okay, so if you're going to close your eyes, do so now. And just take some nice big deep breaths in. Not essential, but you always receive the frequency a lot deeper. So this message, and it's quite long, came through from Sekhmet, and it spoke very clearly and cleanly of what it is that we're going through and why. Okay, so I shall begin. This sacred portal, named Lion's Gate, will hit differently this time. I use the word hit for this. For some, this frequency and energy can be received as a blow to your being. This serves no purpose to harm, only to awaken those who are entrenched and entangled in their own illusionary darkness. This is a gift from my lion's heart delivered directly to yours. And she shows me a defibrillator, which has electrical currents jolting the heart into being and beating and coming alive. So then she says, by no means is this Lion's Gate portal gentle. Oh no, she throws her head back, laughs and roars loudly. This portal comes with a potent blast of cosmic codes, capable of awakening and redirecting even the most stagnant of souls. Many of you have felt this year of 2025 as a divine preparation for this Lion's Gate. This is the doorway you have sought out, for you knew that the exit and activation point would indeed be under my sacred guardianship. I, Sekhmet, grant the passage to the souls who chose courage over fear. Many of you have been plunged into the depths of your darkness, only to re-emerge and then submerge over and over again. This has felt like purgatory for many. An infinity of dark nights and endless rolling waves of shadows have just taken those who are the chosen to the point of no return. The chosen is not a role of glamour or hierarchy. It is the role of a select group of souls who are capable and masterful in their wisdom and experience on how to navigate the halls of Amenti. These souls feel that they have been forsaken and even cursed. This is not so. However, some of the chosen have indeed forgotten their mission and must be reminded of their sovereignty and why they came. Those who have stood strong will be the guardians and space holders for their pride members, activating them to awake and take their place beside me. A sacred agreement, a preordained contract that has been set in place for lifetimes to serve the purpose of completion. One may only be successful in their mission if they are able to journey to the absolute depths of the underworld, to face and feel their deepest darknesses and the shadow. One only activates from that depth of that place. It is here where my alchemy ignites. Many of you have now arrived at that meeting point, and the power of the pride can now be witnessed and felt as this energy ripples through the ley lines and dragon lines, sending electrical currents throughout. As you stand together, as one heart, one soul, your blueprints activate. Through this sacred activation, you now unlock a new level of consciousness, so ancient yet so very familiar. The golden age of Aquarius shines through you. You cannot be stopped. It's already underway. This is why I called my children home, and you came. You are the chosen. You who hears my words. The very souls who agreed to undertake such a perilous journey of death to rebirth. Such cycles have brought you to your knees. Indeed, such cycles have made you question everything. There are no answers, only trust. You have continued to fulfill your agreement. Letting go of the need to know is indeed surrender. When one stops fighting the current, one will know peace. These are the human layers that you have lovingly granted space for. These layers can be peeled back one by one. This is the permission you give for your human to let go. When he or she lets go, then you have embodied the love of the divine feminine. You have surrendered the need to know and now understand the true meaning of the divine feminine mysteries. There are no answers, no conclusions, none. Your journey back to wholeness, your acceptance of sovereignty, will take as long as it takes, depending on the soul and their agreement. By agreement, it is meant by how many initiations one requires to finally enter into the mysteries of the divine. Your lessons are pre-agreed. This is very much embodied as the sacred timing of personal, life-changing events. Not all will feel and experience what you have. There are specific soul groups that made an agreement to walk the halls of fire. Never forget that you have done this time after time, lifetime after lifetime. Otherwise, you would never have been chosen. Hold the deepest faith in your own divine intelligence in such things. The pain, the suffering, and the extreme experiences is your human fighting to survive. Embrace and love unconditionally that part of you that doesn't understand. Take divine leadership, reassure and hold your human self so tightly. Much, much love is needed here. Through the infinite love of Hathor and my sacred flames of security and solace, you will be victorious and triumphant in your plight. Rest assured, my child, you are the most powerful wisdom keeper. Your lion heart leads, and that is why you are a significant soul of my pride. Yes, I did call you. Do not doubt my word. You did not imagine such things. You are here with divine purpose and a sacred soul mission to take on the shadow within, to burn away the lies that that reinstates the truth of Ma'at in the world as you know it, and live a life of purpose and most of all joy. You are gathering as one. You are fearless in extending your frequency out to others that need to be reminded of who they are. No longer do you fear to be seen, because within my lion pride, you know nothing except courage, strength, and truth. Together, my children, we rise as it was foretold in ancient times. Let it be known, you are here. You are capable and you will succeed, for you are the children of Sekhmet. Through my loving fires, you will feel my heart that burns deeply within you. Sekhmet. So that was the channel that came through. And I know you can go back and read it on the post. And there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there. And it explains exactly what we're going through right now, that this is a case of like it getting to critical peak, like I can't do this anymore. And that is why we know we're about to jump. Well, we've already jumped. We're just still in the air. So the only way through this, is you've got to face your fear. You can't stay where you are any longer. Lionsgate's come through and just said, nah, no more, right? Because the only way through this, the golden key, is by coming together and connecting our energies together. I've had so many divine conversations. Some of you have reached out over WhatsApp, email, some come, some go, some stay, whatever. But we've had lots of interactions, and I never used to have that before. It used to be very, very quiet. And that tells me that you guys, as well as myself, I have my own version of just being fearful and scared. I'm like, oh my God, I go there anyway, but I want to do it comfortably now. And I really want to align with my purpose, because I know that there's something brand new coming, or rather a deepening into what I've been sniffing around with my lion nose. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is done, but we cannot expect it to be done if we're not prepared to step out and be seen, which is scary as fuck. I know that. Like, how do you think this channel started? It was for my own healing. I started 10 years ago, just like speaking to this dot in a camera and just my heart beating like this, There isn't a day that goes by that I don't experience fear and anxiety, to the point where I'm like, get the flames on it, let's do it, because I am not stopping. I'm not going to let that dictate my experience and my reality. I have to face it, and I have to keep going. And the way I do that is basically by collecting, connecting, calling in more of my pride, and more of you coming, because you're coming to Egypt. I've already been to Egypt with a lot of you. I'm doing Avalon now, and those were my places of meeting. So's YouTube. That's the reason I did it. Batman sign in the sky. Did you see it? Come, let's go. Right. So this is a very sacred space for me, and I hold this space very tightly, and I don't have any bullshit come in here, because I just don't. You know what I mean? Because it's high vibes and high tribe. Okay, and that's why we're all here, because there's a lot of shit out there, and this is a safe space. So if this video, this space makes you feel good, right, that ignites, because it's a mirror, that ignites that energy and that feel-good factor you've got within you. Go and shine that shit all over the world. Go and shine it in your town. Go and speak to people that you don't usually speak to. Speak your truth, right? And if you don't want to do it there, just hang out here a little bit more and let's just have chats in the temple. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's where we're at. So we can't now, we really have got to the end of the road. And I think that's the frustration, because when you feel resistance like this, and trust me, about 3 days ago, I had hectic resistance. And I was like, what's still running here? What's still going on? Because if I didn't have resistance, I'd be happy. I was not happy. I wanted to leave the planet again. I was like, I'm out. And I was waking up every morning with this just impending doom. And I was like, oh, Jesus, are we really doing this again? So and I just thought, no, No, I'm not doing it again. That's the difference. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I got to close on this timeline. So I continue stepping forward, speaking to people I've never spoken to before, putting out my consciousness and my message and my Batman sign in the sky, and just keep putting the hope and the energy out there that more and more of you see that, so we can come together. And there's safety in numbers and there's power in numbers. We're not supposed to be on our own anymore. And even if that's just connecting through WhatsApp messages or whatever, speak, be. No one, like, we celebrate each other here. That's what it's all about. And that's what Sekhmet's bringing through. So if you are feeling like you're stuck in the trenches, then it's really good that if you come to temple, because Sekhmet brought me through a very, very powerful vision, which I'm going to share in the temple on Thursday. It's going to be a meditation. And it's really going to help you let go of the old timeline and join hands with the rest of us and walk through. And we're not supposed to do this on our own. We leave no man behind. So this is what the Lion's Gate signifies, basically. And that was the channel. So what she's talking about is like, you know, this is like, you have been taken to the depths. Absolutely. You do feel like you've been cursed. You do feel like, you know, you've been forsaken. You do feel like, where am I going wrong? But those that have died a million times, right? That's me. Anybody could look at me on the outside, look at it and go, that chick's got drama in her life. It's not drama, it's initiations. And they've just come thick and fast. You know what I mean? And I will not turn away from any of them, but I'm not going to do it forever. It's for a means to an end. And this Lion's Gate is my end, because I'm like, I'm donezo's. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, that's initiation. So those that have always constantly felt like they're dying, bad shit happening to them all the time, just feeling like you're trying to come up for air, you can't. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're losing or you're doing it wrong. You're the chosen. The chosen are the ones that can handle that shit. That's you, my friend. That is you. So do not, Sekhmet's coming at me now. My cheeks are getting really hot. Do not, now I want to cry. Do not ever doubt yourself and think that you are doing something incorrect. It's because you've gone through all that shadow and pain. It's because you were called in. You can handle it. You came in, you're a master. Little do you know, in your dream state, you're transcending all that shit. And just now you're going to come up for air and you're going to go, oh my God. You're going to see yourself as being that big to like being that big. You were chosen, as was I. Not a great job vacancy. I now know for next time that when they say, oh, you're the chosen, not to run to the front of the queue and say, I'll go to Earth. No. Don't want to be the chosen. But we are, because we're OGs and we know how to do this shit. So do not doubt yourself, because now Sekhmet's going to drag you through and be like, right, put you in the mirror, see your lion heart, it's go time. Rah, rah, yeah? That's what it's all about, acceptance of core power. So that, my darlings, is my video here, inviting you to temple on Thursday, and I will hopefully see you there. And yeah, we just, just keep on going, because we can't stop now. Raw. See you on the next video. Peace.